Hey, what's up guys? My name is Zach and we're bringing you a new review for this week. I think by the telling of my background today, you can tell what movie we will be talking about. It's Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters 2016 reboot. Let's talk about this new reboot. You know, when this movie got announced, a lot of people got flack. It got shit pretty much from a lot of different people. A lot of people started buzzing saying this movie's gonna suck, this movie's gonna be horrible. You have Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig and Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. Why all women? And at first, honestly, it didn't settle with me right when they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna reboot and do all women. I thought it was very cliche. But then I was like, why didn't you just do 2 boys, 2 girls or something like that? And then they announced the casting. And Melissa McCarthy, I'm not a huge fan of. Spy and Bridesmaids are the 2 movies that I actually enjoy of hers. Her style doesn't really particularly come back to me. So when she got announced, I was like, what kind of tone is she gonna go? And I'll get into how she did in a second. And then they announced Kristen Wiig, and I really like Kristen Wiig. I was like, she's a good actress and she's a good comedian star as well. And then they announced Leslie Jones. And she's my favorite SNL star. So when they announced her, I was like, I'm on board. I really want to see where this goes. And then you have Kate McKinnon, and then even Chris Hemsworth as well, playing their secretary, Kevin. Now, how does it all line up? Honestly, I think it is a very fun, and I really, really like this movie. Is it the best? Is it better than the original? No, it's not going to be a classic at all. But I think what they did great about this is that they made this Ghostbusters a Ghostbusters in modern day times. And I mean, at the time, Ghostbusters at that time was modern. This is now the new iteration and modern. And how does it go? I really liked it. I think it's so fun, and pretty much the whole story is an origin story about, you know, it has 3 scientists pretty much, just like the original. And the thing that is that they didn't rehash everything from the original. I think that was a great take of what they did. Now, is the script the best thing? No. The script is actually kind of poor in some places, but what I will say is for every joke that doesn't hit, there's a joke right after that hits pretty well. There's some parts in this where I was dying of laughter. Especially, my favorite Ghostbuster now is Kate McKinnon's Holtzman. I loved her. And then Leslie Jones, you know, her stick that she does in SNL, I thought she was going to bring here, and she does. But she's also an actress. She gave some good beats and good emotional beats at times. Same with Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy, kind of not playing the dumb ones. What I will say is that Chris Hemsworth, he's so funny. He should do more comedies. And I will totally understand if people would say, Kate McKinnon and Chris Hemsworth's character seems like a cartoon, because they did seem like a cartoon character, but I didn't mind that. I actually really enjoyed their characters, and this iteration I really want to see another movie of. I want to see where their other adventures go. What I will say is that the first half of this movie is better than the second half. Once you start getting into the villain and all that, I thought the villain was probably one of the weakest aspects of this movie. It was so dumb, and it was just not, I didn't feel his motivations behind him. I think they could have done either more backstory or made it more of a personal thing to them in a sense. And just some of his motivations, I didn't like it. It just didn't resonate with me well enough. But what I will say is that the best part are the 4 main cast members. Those 4 girls seriously made this movie. And then, you know, you add Chris Hemsworth, and he has great chemistry with them as well. These 4 girls really made me happy. Now let's get into the ghosts. How did the ghosts look? The ghosts look spectacular. That is one of my favorite things about this movie as well, is just how the ghosts looked. It didn't look cheesy, it didn't look fake. They all looked natural and all looked realistic, and they all looked beautiful and stuff. And the movie's a very beautiful movie, and I have to give that to Paul Feig for directing this movie. Is it his best directed movie? Is it his best movie at all? No, not in a sense, but does this live up to what it should be? It is better than what I thought it was going to be. I hated the trailers, and this movie was insane to me. I really liked this movie, and I cannot express enough of how much I really enjoyed this movie. And I think you guys will too. This is probably one of the best blockbusters this summer. And you know, most people are gonna go see this movie and be like, wasn't for me. If you don't like Paul Feig's humor, you're not gonna like this movie. But if you're that type that kind of just wants to laugh, kind of wants to just get back in that Ghostbusters world, go see this movie. I think you will really thoroughly enjoy this. Will it be your favorite Ghostbusters? Probably not. It might even be your favorite, but what I think it does best is that it brings back a generation for people to love with the Ghostbusters, and I hope they get a sequel. I hope we see more Ghostbusters movies, because I think after the stench of the trailers and the marketing and everything from this, I think now people are actually maybe hopefully giving this movie a chance that we'll be able to see another one and see where it goes, because because Ghostbusters is a B plus from me. I really like this, and you heard that right, a B plus. And people are gonna give me flack for this because this is the internet. Either way, whichever way I go, if I said it was amazing, if I said it was horrible, I would be getting shit either way. But Ghostbusters is seriously such a fun telling movie, and it's so funny and so just. Is it original? No. But it's just so fun to be in the theater and watch it. And it really, I had an entertaining time with this movie, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys do go give Ghostbusters a chance. I love Ghostbusters. I've always have. And, you know, going in, most people are probably like, hey, you didn't mention the cameos. The cameos for me were just there. I'm not going to flack the movie for it like some critics. I'm not going to flack them for that. I will say they felt kind of forced at some parts, but I know, you know, they're trying to pay homage to the first one. Some of them felt forced, some of them didn't. Some of them felt very natural. Did they all work? No. But some of them were pretty good. I mean, I kind of knew that they were all in there. So I was kind of just, oh, where's this one? Where's this one? So for me, I wasn't really, like, thinking much, you know. But other than that, guys, that is my Ghostbusters review. Ghostbusters 2016, that is my movie review. Just, you heard it here, a B plus from me. And I hope you guys really do go give it a chance. I'm going to go see it a second time in 3D because I've been hearing great things about the 3D. But I hope you guys, like I said, do give this a chance. Ghostbusters is a fun time. Other than that, guys, make sure who you're going to call for the next review. Zach Pope. Have a great rest of your guys' day.